If your makeup always ends up smudging and wearing away by the end of the day, you're probably using the wrong formulas. Don't make the same mistakes that I did. Let me teach you the do's and don'ts for super long lasting makeup. Like I promised, this isn't going anywhere. First, don't skip out on primer. While they aren't always necessary, they absolutely make a difference in makeup longevity. If you have dry skin, go for a hydrating gripping primer like this, or if you have oily skin like me, go for a mattifying primer, as these will not only smooth the skin, but prevent oil production, which is the #1 cause of makeup movement. I mean, already quite a big difference, and yes, there are different strengths of mattifiers. Next, don't use natural, radiant, or dewy foundations. Trust me, I know they look beautiful upon first application, but most of these formulas aren't designed to be super long wearing, at least on their own. Instead, do go for natural to matte finish foundations that do specifically claim to be long wearing. Should be 12 hours plus, this one is 30. And if you're worried the formula is going to look or feel too heavy, you can always use a thinner brush like this to apply it, or add a little bit of a base thinner. I love this from one side, it really thins it out without changing the formula. And really the only downside to using these more matte or self-setting formulas is you just have to work a little bit quicker. And don't use super dewy cheek makeup. A lot of liquid and cream cheek products have recently been designed to be very dewy or glassy on the skin, which certainly looks pretty at first or for a photo shoot, but not the most realistic for everyday wear. So instead, do use cheek products that actually set down on their own. And if you really want it to be indestructible, a trick you can do is actually use long-wearing matte paints. This is some Color Fix from Danessa, which as you can see is a very pigmented red paint, but if you add a little bit of foundation, you can mix it together and create your very own custom and super long-wearing blush. Just be sure to blend quick, because once this sets, it's not going to go anywhere. And don't skip your setting powder. This one's probably the most obvious, but using a matte long-wearing translucent powder is the best way to lock your makeup down and ensure it won't go anywhere. And then do apply a thin layer of setting spray. When you apply this in layers, it really does make a big difference. Don't use creamy eyeshadow sticks. While some are much better than others, a lot of them tend to crease or move into the fine lines of the eye through the day. So do stick to powder shadows, or better yet, a matte liquid. I love these ones from Stila because they're super easy to blend, but once they dry, they don't go anywhere. Like, look how soft and pretty that looks. And same goes for eyeliner. If you're only lining with a kohl liner, that is gonna smudge everywhere. So do use a gel or waterproof eyeliner. Most mascara formulas are designed to be long wearing, but some are a little bit iffy. And if you're unsure, I recommend going for a waterproof or even a tubing formula like this. And don't only use cream or glossy lippies, especially if you're not planning to touch up. So do use matte liquid lip color or even a lip stain for something more natural. Honestly, even a matte cream lipstick should last you pretty well. I love to do a little stain and then add some long wearing lip pencils. And yes, there is a difference among pencils. The sharpenable plastic like this tend to be the longest wearing compared to traditional wood pencils. But if you really want that shine, you can always add a little bit of a clear lip gloss, not a lip oil. And finally, don't forget to lock it all down with a waterproof setting spray. Depending on what you're doing or your skin type, you may not need it to be waterproof, but this will certainly ensure your makeup won't move. And there you have it, how to make your makeup super long lasting and some things you may want to avoid. I mean, it hasn't even been an hour and you can see all the makeup movement on my face. There's fallout, the eyeshadow is already moving, compared to this side, which is super smooth and matte to the touch. If you'd like to know any of these products, I'll have them linked down below for you, and let me know what you'd like to learn about next.